I have a lot to say. So today I want to talk about and share information regarding my very first visit to a naturopathic practitioner. Back in 2012, when I got the initial death threat on my life, which was cancer, I of course went to the cancer doctors and the initial visits, but I opted out of the conventional treatment and I only go back to see if the cancer is gone for follow-up visits. So since 2012, I've really been seeking God, getting knowledge, seeking, asking, knocking, and it's worked. I'm here, I'm healing, and God has kept me safe thus far. But this year, 2017, with my recent discoveries, or it was 2016, the end of 2016, I felt like I needed some specific, direct information about what I'm experiencing. So I found intestinal parasites and tried to go vegan and experienced a lot of weight loss and have had issues with gaining that weight back. So I tried a naturopathic practitioner. So really quickly, I'm going to explain the difference between the two. In my experience now, a medical doctor is going to prescribe pharmaceuticals. Everything that they do in that visit, whether it's drawing blood, taking your pulse, your heart rate, your weight, they want to know dosage, how much to prescribe you, how much you can take. And their information is in general. It's not catered to you unless you've been with that doctor since infancy, but it's in general. And if you have a symptom or experience something outside of the book of knowledge that they have, they discount it. It's not what you felt, or it's not what you thought it was, or it didn't happen, or, it's nothing if they can't explain it. So a naturopath is going to work with your body, find natural remedies the way God created it, food remedies, exercise, lifestyle changes, mood things that are happening with the mood. They're going to use herbal supplements and things like that they can want to know your symptoms, but they're going to treat the root cause of the problem to help you resolve it and be done with it. So, I don't have a relationship with a naturopath, and the way that I found the one that I went to is that I went on Google and I typed in naturopathic practitioners near me, and the list of practitioners that I got, I narrowed it down by finding the one that was going to provide the services that I wanted or needed at the time. When I found that practitioner, I gave that person a call and I asked some impromptu questions like what definitely were the rates, how many visits did the practitioner think I was going to need, how often I would have to go, what was the first visit going to be like, what was her process flow, things like that. Also, like, well, what was her credentials, how long the practitioner had been in practice. So after I decided that I was going to go with that practitioner, she had me get some things offline, complete a questionnaire, monitor my eating for the first visit. First visit was about 2 hours. She got clarifications on the documents that she wanted me to complete and asked me some additional questions. After that, there was another visit, and that's when she gave me her treatment plan. Now, I'm going to say that it was expensive. It was under $500 though, but I had to be honest with myself. I would easily spend that and more to accomplish any of the renovations that I'm doing around my home. So why wouldn't I spend that money to be here to do the renovations? So it was well worth it, and she gave me information and confirmed some things and then told me some stuff that was new. So really quickly into the visit. The first thing that I found very interesting, so I said that I had tried to be vegan on another video, and apparently I didn't understand completely how to do that because I thought all it was, eliminating meat and eating more fruits and vegetables and things like that. But apparently a person needs to get complete protein when they're not eating meat. Meat is a complete protein. You don't have to worry about getting any other source of protein when you're eating meat. But when you're not, you need to combine your non-flesh protein. So for example, whole grains and legumes. So the example was brown rice followed by beans, lentils, or tofu. I would not do tofu. I've heard so many negative things about that, the way that it's processed. Or if you're doing seeds and nuts, you need to do legumes. So they gave an example, chickpeas and sesame, or hummus, or tofu and sesame. Back to grains, whole grains. You need to do yogurt or vegetables. And if you do vegetables, you need to do eggs or dairy. So this is a point in the meeting where I got a little emotional. I shed a little tear because it just stunned me that I had, prior to the visit, I was already prepared to let her know that I was not intended to be vegan. And I didn't want to be. It was never an issue. When she told me that I was free to eat meat, and that just choked me up a little bit, and I was so surprised, and it kind of took the wind out of me. It also let me know that she knew what she was talking about, and I was in the place that I needed to be. Because everything is not for everybody. And she realized that, and I really appreciate that. So, she gave me a treatment plan. And in the treatment plan, I'm not going to go through everything, but she mentioned drinking lemon water the first thing in the morning. And I found this interesting because I had already done my video on the lymphatic system. Please check out that video. It explains it in more detail why it's important to stimulate and make sure that that system is managing itself. But it kind of confirmed it for me, so I made an effort to get me some lemon water in the morning. She also mentioned apple cider vinegar before my meals. And I also did a video on YouTube about apple cider vinegar. Please check out that video to get additional information about why that is so beneficial. But really quickly, it supports digestion, pH balance, and it also detoxes and helps with the intestinal parasites as well. She suggested that I eat every 3 hours and I do not skip any meals. And also in the visit, she said another thing that she said was very intriguing was, she asked me about my sleep processes. So for whatever reason, it's probably because of the way that I was eating, I would get energy at the end of the night and be up to 2, 3, 4 in the morning. And that would cause me to sleep the next day very late. And she explained to me that if I go to bed after 12 a.m., I'm 3 hours in deficit of sleep. So if I go to bed at 10:30, I get my full sleep if I wake up 8 hours later. But if I go to bed at 2 a.m., I am in deficit 6 hours of sleep. So I have to sleep my 8 hours plus an additional 6, which is a total of 14 hours to reap the benefits of sleeping, during the night hours. So I looked it up online and I found out it's called a sleep cycle, and apparently the body does certain things at certain times of the night. And you need to be asleep during those times of night to reap the benefits of your body detoxing and repairing itself and resting, and certain parts of your body resting. So the other thing that she did was she gave me this list. Can't see it, but it's a list of restaurants that I can easily go to that are conscious eating, non-GMO, organic, healthy type eating. And I'm a foodie. You can't tell by how skinny I am, but I love food, and this just tickled me because I have already checked off some of the restaurants that I will be visiting, and it just makes eating less of a pressure and less of a stress for me. She also mentioned and I've thought about it before, but I never quite thought of it for me. But those meals that you hear online, like on those commercials like HelloFresh and things like that, the packaged meals, she gave me information about which ones she thought and she would recommend. She wanted to know my supplements and gave me what supplements to continue and what to focus on and things like that. Oh, also with the lemons, she said that if I ever feel like it's time for me to eat and I feel like I'm not hungry, she said if I drink a cup of lemon juice, like a cup of water and some lemon squeezed, freshly squeezed lemon, that would rejuvenate my appetite. So overall, it's getting late and the light is just going away, but overall, after doing her plan, it's a lot to do, and I have done at least 70 or 80% of it, and with me doing 70 or 80% of it, I was able to gain 8 pounds and keep that weight, so that is very paramount. And I feel like it was very beneficial for me to visit that practitioner. It's very late. I believe that's all that I wanted to say. Until next time, thanks for watching.